Hey, this is Steven from RC Engineering, and today I haven't had any content recently, and I'll explain why in this 11 and a quarter minute update. I'm probably going to do quite a bit more of these, so whenever I kind of have a little bit of a low in my content, I'll do an update and tell you guys what's going on and what's coming up that I'm working on, so that you guys know that I am indeed working on something. So we have a whole bunch of stuff here, all the different content that I'm working on, and different projects that I'm working on. As you know, my RC stuff is budgeted. It's more of the budget-friendly stuff, and so also on my side, I budget weekly. I give a certain amount towards the budget for RC, and I'm currently a week and a half behind after I got a lot of this stuff that you see here. And I'm going to go over it. There's also a box over here in the corner if you didn't see. So we're going to kind of talk about stuff one by one. Again, we only have 11 and a quarter minutes to talk about it. And we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so number one, I did pick up a pair of the Eachine EV100s. And these are, they have some very mixed reviews. And so I'm working on the review for this guy. I want to use it a couple more weekends flying. As you guys know, on Sunday I go flying. I've upgraded, got rid of the dipoles. I have an Omni from Turbo Wing and a Irelic. This is a mini patch pagoda. And then I have the dedicated DVR and the stock battery and stock foam and all the other stuff is stock. So, and you can see it looks pretty cool. It's all black. So, the review of this guy is coming soon, and my honest opinion on this guy. So, be tuned in for that. I'm going to talk a little bit more about tiny woovers. Yes, I do indeed have a tiny woover. I'm going to talk about some of the differences between the different kits and what I'm running on mine right now, what I like, what I don't like, and also some footage of this guy running. So, stay tuned for that coming up. And also some tips and tricks on how to build them. So, video on this guy also coming. This guy's probably going to be the next one, probably before the EV100s. Another project I have, if you guys remember, this is my, I forgot what it was called, but this is basically my brushed 100 frame, and basically what I'm doing is I'm building something to compete against the brushless for, I guess, weight and better flight time. So what I'm going to do with that guy, originally that guy had a stock 8.5 motors. I'm swapping it to 10 millimeter can motors. I tried to get this guy to fit 10 millimeter cans. It does not, so that frame is not for, that frame's only for 8.5. And so basically I'm swapping all that equipment onto a printed frame. But right now my 3D printer has a blown Z-axis stepper driver. So before I could work on that project, I have to wait for those to come in. And this guy was running 65 millimeter King Kong props. I've upgraded, and these guys use 1.2 millimeter shafts. So I've upgraded to 70, I believe there's 76 millimeter props. And these are nice. They got a nice blade shape. As you see, nice blade geometry with that pitch. They're thicker up here towards the center shaft, and then they taper out, which is normally how a prop is shaped. So I'm very interested in seeing how these guys fly, and these guys fit with these motors here. And so I'm very excited to print a frame that I could put these in and be able to fly with these props and see if I could get it to compete with a brushless frame as far as power and flight time. Probably going to be a little bit more heavy, but I'm looking to see if I could upgrade the flight time. Reason being is I do have my brushless here that I'm working on. This is like a Sailfly. It actually has a previous version of the board. This is version 1.2, I believe, or 2.0. And I believe the Sailfly uses 2.1. So I was actually going to use this for a different project, but I ended up buying the motors and the frame for this guy. The reason why this guy's not flying, I think I put these, something happened with the camera, and I think I burnt out this board. So I'll have to see what exactly I lost, and if I could get it to boot up and be functional again, or if I have to get a new one. So something happened where I soldered something and it's bridged somewhere on here. I don't see where it can be, but it's bridged somewhere, and yeah, so it might be bridged up here. I think I got a little bit of goop up here between this resistor and some pad or something. So it did the magic smoke, and yeah. So I got a different camera. It's running a different camera in there, and then this guy's gonna run the 65mm props with the 1102 8500 kV motors on it. So this guy is waiting for a new board. That's going to come eventually when I have the budget in when I have the budget to do so, because it's like a $40 board. So yeah, that guy coming soon. Then I was going to my most recent video was going to be the the Tyro 79 review, but I busted one of the motor mounts the last time. My receiver fail-safed, and it slammed into an asphalt road, and broke one of the arms off, and proceeded to break another prop, and yeah, and bend the crap out of this one. So this was going to be my most recent review, but I guess I might start the review with it, and basically update it later on when I have rebuilt it. So it might be a two-part video where I have talking about, some of the shortfalls with the frame, and yeah. So that is the basic idea with this guy. So this guy, I might do this one even before the Tiny Woover, but it's going to be a two-part series. One part talking about this guy and the issues I've had with the frame, and another part talking about the with some flight footage and such. But yeah, this guy's pretty beat up now, but I do like this drone. It's a good drone. Okay, and then this guy is one of our newest additions here. This is the SU-27 from Hobby King. It uses Elevons, so it's just 3-channel rudder elevator. Well, basically Elevons, so elevator ailerons inside of these two guys, which are basically directly attached to these servos. It uses a 1103 8000 kV, and it's a basic foam board with the paper removed. I think it just has the paper removed, or it's painted, one of the two. The paper's painted, but it doesn't feel like paper, it feels like foam. As you see, I went out, flew it once. I got a couple rips here and there that I want to repair, and then I will film this guy, and I'll basically talk about some of the upgrades I want to do with this one. I always wanted one of these. I was eyeing the stuff on flight tests, but they're F-22, but I ended up getting this guy, and it flies with a 300. I have the Venom in here right now, but I also bought a Turnigy 300 that's 75C. So then also the B-Core, light. I gotta do a review on this guy. This guy also is amazing, so I'm gonna talk more about that. Then I have the Gremlin from Bass Video Aerial Systems, and this is the triplane version. So it's an EPP foam kit, and so we're gonna have to build this one and talk more about that. This is gonna be pretty exciting. This was designed to fly on the drone based courses. And then we have the Tiny Wing from LDR AC or whatever, which used to be King Kong. It's a 450mm, when in actuality it's 430mm wingspan, EPP, and this is the kit version. So I bought the 1.7 gram servos, as you can see here, and the kit version comes with 2 planes. So I have one for me and one for a friend. Comes with all the plastic. I wasn't impressed with the electronics that they had on it, so I was looking forward to buying my own electronics for it. It's a pretty nice wing. It has a hole in the front for a FPV camera. So this guy goes here like that. You can see the hole for the FPV camera. All right, so and then here you can see some of the plastics. You got a spar that goes through here. The servos go up here, and then I'm gonna run probably 1106 or something on this. With usually it came with a gyro. I haven't been really into gyros right now, so run no gyro. Just have a regular receiver and stuff in here. So drop the weight, and also I don't like where they put it. It makes it very difficult to get the CG in the right spot. The CG forward. Okay, so that's basically it. That's what I got. So a lot of content coming. I know it's been pretty dry recently, but as you see, I got a lot of stuff in the works. Some of the stuff that I was planning on doing had issues, you know, frames breaking, boards frying, stuff like that. My printer going down. I was about to print a test frame, and that's when my printer broke. So a lot of things have prohibited my uploading of those videos. But you can see I have a lot of stuff coming, so stay tuned for most of that. Alright, I will see you guys in future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.